Kingdom Plantae, F.Sc. Part 1 Biology, Chapter 08. Overview of Kingdom Plantae. 1. What is Kingdom Plantae? Kingdom Plantae includes multicellular, eukaryotic, and primarily autotrophic organisms, ranging from aquatic to terrestrial habitats. 2. How diverse is Kingdom Plantae? It consists of hundreds of thousands of species adapted to habitats like tundras, rainforests, and deserts. 3. When did plants start migrating to land? Plants began migrating to land around 400 million years ago. 4. Which group of algae is closely related to land plants? Freshwater green algae, Charophyceae, e.g., Chara, are the closest relatives of land plants. Diagnostic features of plants. 5. What type of nutrition do plants have? Plants are autotrophic, meaning they produce their own food through photosynthesis. 6. What protects plants from drying out in the air? A waxy cuticle made of cutin protects plants from drying out. 7. What tissues are present in vascular plants? Vascular tissues include xylem and phloem for water and nutrient transport. 8. What type of cell wall do plants have? Plant cell walls are rich in cellulose. 9. What is alternation of generations? It is a life cycle where plants alternate between a diploid sporophyte and a haploid gametophyte generation. 10. What does the sporophyte generation produce? The sporophyte, diploid, produces haploid spores through meiosis. 11. What does the gametophyte generation produce? The gametophyte, haploid, produces haploid gametes through mitosis. 12. What is heteromorphic alternation of generations? It refers to distinct morphological differences between the sporophyte and gametophyte generations. 13. What type of gametes do plants produce? Plants produce oogamous gametes, where one is motile, sperm, and the other is non-motile, egg. 14. How does a diploid zygote form? A diploid zygote forms when haploid gametes unite during fertilization. 15. What develops from a zygote? The zygote develops into a multicellular diploid sporophyte. Science tidbits. 16. What is a unique feature of plant and Charophycean algae cell walls? They contain a higher percentage of cellulose than other algae. 17. How is plant sperm similar to Charophycean sperm? The flagellated sperm of plants resembles Charophycean sperm. 18. What does genetic evidence suggest about plants and Charophycean algae? Nuclear and chloroplast gene comparisons indicate that both share a common ancestor, forming a monophyletic lineage. Classification of Kingdom Plantae. 19. What are the two main groups of Kingdom Plantae? The two main groups are bryophytes, non-vascular plants, and tracheophytes, vascular plants. 20. What are bryophytes? Bryophytes are non-vascular plants, including liverworts, mosses, and hornworts, lacking specialized transport tissues. 21. What are tracheophytes? Tracheophytes are vascular plants with specialized tissues like xylem and phloem for water and nutrient transport. 22. What are pteridophytes? Pteridophytes are free-sporing vascular plants, including ferns, horsetails, and lycophytes. 23. What are spermatophytes? Spermatophytes are seed plants, further divided into gymnosperms, non-flowering, and angiosperms, flowering plants. 24. What are lycophytes? Lycophytes are clubmosses and their relatives, part of the vascular plant group. 25. What are euphyllephytes? Euphyllephytes include ferns, horsetails, and seed plants. 26. What are gymnosperms? Gymnosperms are non-flowering seed plants, including conifers, cycads, ginkgo, and nutiphytes. 27. What are angiosperms? Angiosperms are flowering plants, including monocots, eudicots, and magnolids, with unique structural traits like flowers and fruits. 28. What is the difference between bryophytes and tracheophytes? Bryophytes, non-vascular, lack xylem and phloem. Tracheophytes, vascular, have xylem and phloem. 29. What is the difference between gymnosperms and angiosperms? Gymnosperms, non-flowering seed plants. Angiosperms, flowering seed plants with fruits. 30. What is the evolutionary significance of pteridophytes? Pteridophytes provide insights into the transition from free-spawning plants to seed plants. 31. What is the phylogenetic classification of plants? It groups plants based on evolutionary relationships, including bryophytes, tracheophytes, and their subgroups. 32. What are examples of bryophytes? Liverworts, marchantia, mosses, funaria, and hornworts. 33. What are examples of pteridophytes? Lycophytes, Selaginella, Lycopodium, ferns, pteris, and horsetails, equisetum. 34. What are examples of gymnosperms? Cycads, conifers, pinus, ginkgo, ginkgo biloba, and nutiphytes, ephedra. 35. What are examples of angiosperms? Monocots, grasses, wheat, and eudicots, roses, sunflowers. 36. What are monocots and eudicots? Monocots, angiosperms with one cotyledon, parallel veins, and scattered vascular bundles. Eudicots, angiosperms with two cotyledons, net veined leaves, and ringed vascular bundles.